The greatest goal scorer in the history of international football just lost. Again, Cristiano Ronaldo has scored more goals for his country than anyone who has ever played the game. He has done it in 6 different World Cups. Nobody else has done that, not once. And still, at 41 years old, in his final tournament, he walked off the pitch with no trophy in his hands. That's not a coincidence. That's the sport working exactly as designed. Here's how it actually works. Let's start with the basic shape of a World Cup. It's not a league. There's no long season to smooth out a bad week. Once you reach the knockout rounds, it's single elimination. One match, 90 minutes, sometimes more. Win, and you continue. Lose, and you go home. No second leg. No next week to fix it. Just one door closing behind you. That structure sounds simple. It isn't fair exactly, but it is honest. And here's the part that trips people up. A knockout match doesn't measure who the better team is over a season. It measures who was better for one specific evening, under one specific set of circumstances. A deflection, a referee's whistle, a goalkeeper having the game of his life. None of that shows up in a highlight reel of your career. All of it decides whether your career gets one more chapter. So why does individual brilliance, even historic once-in-a-generation brilliance, so often fail to buy a World Cup? Because football, unlike almost every other measure of greatness, refuses to reward one player alone. You can be the best finisher alive and still need 10 teammates to get you the ball, the coach to get the tactics right, and the other team to have a slightly worse night than you. Ronaldo scored 3 goals at this tournament. A penalty, a brace, real contributions. And it still wasn't enough, because a World Cup doesn't ask who is the best player. It asks which team survives 7 matches without a single bad night. Those are different questions, painfully different. Now here's where it actually happened. Portugal against Spain, round of 16. A match everyone had circled on the calendar. 2 rivals, 2 very different generations of Spanish football on display. And Ronaldo, 6th World Cup, first player ever to score in that many, trying to drag his country one round further than expected. For most of the match, nothing separated the 2 sides. Chances came and went. Then deep into stoppage time, in the 91st minute, Spain scored 1 goal. That was the whole story. Portugal were out 1-0, and Ronaldo's international career on the world's biggest stage was over. He didn't hide from it afterward. He said he was leaving with what he called a clear conscience, the kind of phrase you use when you know the ending wasn't unfair, just final. And that's the twist most people miss when they talk about Ronaldo and the World Cup. This wasn't some tragic first failure. His deepest run in the tournament came right at the very start, back in 2006, as a young player. After that, the trophy simply never arrived, not through lack of trying, and not through lack of goals. He is still, by a wide margin, the leading scorer in international football history, still the only player to find the net in 6 separate World Cups. The record book already gave him something no knockout match can take away. The trophy was always the one prize the format itself made almost impossible for any single player to guarantee, no matter how good he was. This is happening right now, by the way, not a retrospective, not an old clip resurfacing on your feed. This is the actual 2026 World Cup. Live in the United States this July, and Ronaldo's exit is one of the tournament's defining moments so far, right alongside the usual chaos of missed penalties, shock upsets, and a bracket that never behaves the way anyone predicted in June. Whether you like it or not, that unpredictability is the entire appeal. It's why people still watch. It's why a knockout tournament, brutal as it is, keeps producing better stories than a league table ever could. So here's the whole thing. Reassembled, a World Cup is single elimination, which means one bad night can end a career that 100 good ones built. Individual greatness doesn't get to skip that rule. Not for Messi, not for Ronaldo, not for anyone. What decided this match wasn't a lack of talent. It was a stoppage time goal, the kind of margin the format is built to produce. And the twist is that none of it erases what came before. The goals, the records, the 6 World Cups nobody else has managed to touch. The trophy was never the only measure. It just happened to be the one everyone was watching for. The game didn't change. You did. You're welcome. Subscribe if you like this. It really means a lot.